Prepare to
So, the building is pretty new, right?
Why, yes,
said Golsim, gulping some tea.
Only a couple of years old,
Finished Camilla, assorting the biscuits. Well, I'd like to ask, why does it look so old? The old women looked at each other. Something seemed to crawl in the borders of Hall's sight. Golsim put her tea down and started.
People like to say the place is haunted.
Camilla went on.
that a Persian emperor was buried in this site and that the company that built the building paid extra to do so.
It would make the place cheaper. They'd profit on that.
Something crawled around them, dancing perfectly in the corners of what Hall could see.
Other people say it's us.
Oh, bull.
I know, Gulsum, but people talk. It's better the girl gets to know it from us rather than from Albor's.
Camilla took a deep breath.
Some people say we're witches, and that the place falling is God's will against our faith.
Oh, come on. We believe in God as much as anyone else.
Not like them.
And who even cares by this point? We're just old. And they're just idiots.
Yes. Anyway, none of that matters. There's something wicked here. The crackles and the furniture are just a result of some corporate crooks embezzling. The real bad thing that makes this place is the fact that some residents just...
Just? Said Hall, holding her teacup in full anxiety.
Disappear?
Completed Golsim.
Residents turn into dust. Poof. Vanish.
There's been 5 cases in these 2 years, and people say construction workers disappeared too. Sometimes people come to visit and never show up. Police finds nothing, and then say there's more important things to do.
Useless people.
I don't blame them. We both know what's doing that. But no one would believe us.
I'm not crazy.
We aren't, but frankly, what difference does it make? We're too old to do anything about it.
Something that sounded just like laughter echoed in the back of Hall's head, cackling in an inhuman manner. Hall was shaking now. She just wanted to get up and leave. But where to? She couldn't get back home, and her new place was... haunted?
Look, girl, just don't look directly into it. Please. You might think we're crazy, you may never visit us again, but please, whatever you do, don't lay your eyes on it. We're lucky we can't see it properly, but everyone else that did...
They've either got lost or ended up in the bin,
replied Golsim. Hall got up, unwell. Her vision seemed to be getting blurry. I'm sorry. My friend must have finished carrying my things already. I should take a look to see how he's doing, she said, trying to get a grasp at herself.
Surely. Take care, Hull.
Yes. Take care. Please remember to close the door.
She left, and when she turned back to close the door, she could see them staring at her at the living room mirror. 2 old women sitting in the dark, one lonely eye piercing through her. In the last millisecond, something above them, something huge. The clank of the door solidified its image in Hall's head. It was nothing, just a blur. She made her way to the other side of the hall. Her door was open and all boxes inside. A note stood on the top of one of the boxes.
Sorry, girl, but I had to go. It was getting late and it seemed that I couldn't get in contact with you. So, after a while, I decided to head back home. If you need anything, give me a call. Also, I recommend calling the pest control. there is something I couldn't quite get the grasp of, skewering around. Probably a cat or some kind of big rat. Hugs, Babak.
The cackling. It was getting louder. She had to rest and look at things from the bright side. The move in was a success. She met her neighbors, her things were in her place, and she'd later make Babak's poem so they could see each other again, at a park or something like that. It would be better to rest. It was a long, even if leisure day. Sleeping would help. Well, as long as the bad stuff didn't sink too much in with her, it would be a night of sound sleeping. She went in, took a long bath, and got delivery for a burger. She laid on the sofa, staring at the ceiling as she waited for her food. She'd get her things together, she'd get that book together, she'd make something nice for Babak, and take something good for the nice old ladies next door. It was fine. It was going to be great. All the while, the cackling surrounded her. It was dancing around what Hall could see, making the space between them scarcer. Closer. Closer. The doorbell rang. Hall got up. She dressed herself and took the money. She was starving. She opened the door, ready to hand in the money. A man with round sunglasses, wearing a white suit, stood outside. He ate her fries while holding the delivery bag. "Excuse me?"
Hey there. You the new girl, right? I'm Albers.
He extended his hand, greasy with her food. She left it hanging. He put it back down.
Anyway, this is your food. I paid it for you. Thought of taking a piece. Hope you don't mind.
"Not at all," she said, smiling. "Freak." She picked her bag and proceeded to close the door. He put his foot on its way.
Hey, I'm not finished. Trash is taken every day at 20. Just leave it by your entrance, and don't talk to the ladies next door.
Hall stared at him. She was about to lose her temper. Alborz lowered his sunglasses, revealing a glass eye.
They're, witches.
Hall was almost at a boiling point. She kicked the man's foot out of the way and slammed the door. As she went back to the kitchen, he exclaimed outside,
You women are all the same. Dumb and sour.
Golsim replied from hers and Camilla's apartment, sardonically.
We're sour 'cause we have to deal with y'all. We're dumb 'cause some of us choose to love y'all.
The manager made himself silent, while Hall could imagine the two old gals laughing themselves out. She laughed too. She went back in and put the food on the counter. She stared at the fries. Ruined. She threw them in the trash. She picked her burger and sat on the chair she had brought from home. It was the lucky chair. She wrote her best stuff in it. It also happened to be her mother's old office chair, where Hall would spend time thinking about rhymes while her mother worked. She was fond of the way the chair rotated, so she did it as she ate. Nobody to complain about she getting sick. The whole room was like a blur as everything spinned around. The fridge, then the door, her room, the couch, the TV. How was she going to make that poem? The fridge, then the door, her room, the couch, the TV. Just a couple of simple rhymes and the fridge, then the door, her room, the couch, the TV. Then she'd kiss him when nobody was looking. The fridge, then the door, her room, the... Huh? It's in the dustiest books that you may find the best stories.